Good morning, everyone. My name is Lori Lytle. I'm part of Mortgage Coaches Support and Compliance Team. And in today's 16 successful strategies, we're going to focus on the compliance components of EDGE. What we're going to do, there's two types of compliance components. One's for the individual account, and we also have a corporate level account for our enterprise clients. So what we'll first do is review the report, the items that you'll be able to control through your EDGE account or through the administration portal for the enterprise accounts. And then we'll go into EDGE, show you where you can make these updates, and then go into our EDGE client management system for the administrators on the enterprise account, show them where you'll be able to see those areas too, plus additional items that we have on the enterprise account. So what I also like you to do is, if you have any questions at all as we're going through this process, I would like you to place them in the question box, and I'll be able to answer them as we go along. So first I would like to do is start explaining the report, show you the items we're going to cover, and then we'll go into EDGE. So first of all, I'm going to start in our upper right-hand corner. So in our upper right-hand corner here, we have the loan officer's information. So we have their licensing number, phone number, and email address. When we go into EDGE, I'll be able to show you where you'll be able to update that and control it. Some companies, the administrator accounts, want to have the loan numbers be able to be positioned in a certain way. I'll be able to show you that as well. And be able to lock it down. Again, that's for the enterprise accounts. Next, I would like to show you, if we go over to the left-hand side, I'll be able to show you how to place that logo, which I'm sure most of you already have, plus your branch address. So I'll be able to show you that in the individual and the enterprise accounts. Then you'll notice right below the logo is our quote date. It's very important to be able to have that quote date on your reports. That is a feature within EDGE that you go ahead and select for each report, but I'll show you where that placement is. And then if you move further down in the report, you can see how on the payment, we have double asterisk next to the payment here. And if you look right below that, we have the information regarding the payment note. So in this section right here. So you'll see the double asterisk. Again, this area here, the payment notes, is to be able to tell what is included in the payment. So in this case, I have the checks, taxes, insurance are included. These are estimates only and subject to change. Anything can go in this area. We do have it on the individual account where you can place it within the report, and in the ECMS account for the enterprise accounts, we have a place where you can place this for all the reports for your loan officers. Again, we'd be able to lock that down if that's a choice on the admin side. So again, a couple other items I want to just be able to point out for those who are unfamiliar with a total cost analysis. In this particular report, we're comparing different mortgage options. So in my first option, I'm reflecting a monthly mortgage option. Then I'm showing a lender-paid mortgage insurance where the interest rate has been bumped 1%. Then I show the borrower-paid MI where they pay the mortgage insurance as a fee. So with this, you can easily tell that the monthly cost is the highest for this particular product, and then you'll see your savings on the other two products. In the lower left-hand corner, this is our short-term savings over the 60-month period, which can be changed. And again, you'll see that the lender-paid mortgage insurance actually is the highest cost loan. And you can just go into the information or into that more info and be able to see it by looking at the interest and MI that has been paid over that 60-month period. We add our closing costs to that, and then we go ahead and do our comparison. So that's our short-term area. The other item I want to be able to show you as we're moving down in the report, at the very base here, let me go ahead and turn on my magnifier again, and you'll see at the very base here we have disclaimer language. So we have this text here. We also have an additional button, a more button, where you can add additional disclaimer language. So I'll be able to show you how to be able to place this as well into your accounts. So now what I want to do is go ahead and move over to EDGE. Let me show you how you'll be able to place these items. And if, for those of you who have noticed that I was highlighting on the report, this is one of the features in Edge. And all I'm doing is doing a left click and doing a highlight. And then at the base, clear all, and it clears all my highlights. So it's a great tool to be able to teach, be able to provide that educational experience to your consumer. Moving over to Edge, let me go ahead and log into my account. And it always takes us to the home screen once you log in. So to go ahead and update any kind of disclaimer language, you want to go into Settings. So this is as the individual, you want to go ahead and confirm all your information is correct in this area. Make sure you have your branch address. And always, if you make any kind of modifications, press the Save in the lower right-hand corner. You'll see that you'll have the fields for license number. You always want to make sure you put the identifier in front of that number because this full field will print on the report. A lot of times we see through report that people just have their number listed. So make sure you put that identifier, and again, if we move back to the report, it's in the upper right-hand corner is where you'll be able to place that licensing information. I have some companies that want to put the license number directly after the name of the loan officer, and that's fine. I'll show you when we go into the administration portal how we'd be able to do that. But on the individual account, if you do want that MLS number next to your name, you see that it is grayed out, you just need to contact us at support and we can make that modification for you. So with that, next I want to go ahead and move to our images. This is where you go ahead and place your logo. I've seen some companies have a logo with their company MLS number on that, on it, and I think that's great to be able to have it on the logo as well as the report. Again, this is where you go ahead and upload your image. And now I want to move to the Report Template tab. So with the report templates, we have different areas where you can provide disclaimer language. So at the very base, you'll see that I have disclaimer information here. If your area is grayed out, that means you're on an enterprise account. You're unable to edit this, and this is controlled by your company. So if you see that, that's the reason for it. So you can place your information here. A good idea is to contact your marketing department or your compliance department, send them a sample report and ask them what they would like to see in that disclaimer language. You'll also see we can reduce the font size. So anytime you're working with putting a disclaimer in here, you always want to go back to your Edge report, confirm that all the information is displaying on your screen, and you want to confirm that you can print it. So you always want to do the print option, which is in the lower right-hand corner, and make sure all the text prints on the hard copy as well. I know this is a little bit hard to see through GoToMeeting, but you'd be able to just take your report, be able to take a look just by the print button in the lower left-hand corner. Moving back to Edge, besides this area that's at the base of the report to be able to put disclaimer language, we also have an extended disclaimer field, which is provided on the report by the button More. So you can add additional text. If you're with a company, a lot of times what goes in here is all the branch address information, so or state licensing. So you can go ahead and build this, and again, these areas are also in the administration piece. I'm going to press cancel, and then you'll see that we have 3 fields here, and these are our sidebar notes, where you can go ahead and modify this area. Let me go ahead and go to the report so I can show you these 3 areas. Moving back to Edge, you'll see on each of the 3 quadrants here, there's a More Info button. If you click them, you'll see on the very side that there's additional text. So with that, if you want to modify this area on any of these More Info buttons, you're able to control that through your Edge account as well as through the ECMS account. So to modify that, I'm going back to my Edge account. This is the area that you could go ahead and place that text. You'll also see that there are 4 buttons on the right-hand side. This is for each report style. So if you want to make any kind of changes, you also need to make sure that you make the change for each report. Sometimes you might want a different disclaimer language for your open house flyer than you do for your total cost analysis, and we provide that by these buttons on the right-hand side. I also want to just touch base quickly on fee templates. We do have a way to build fee templates that will assist you and move on. We also have this in the administration portal as well. And product templates. And if you're unfamiliar how to create these, email us at support@mortgagecoach.com and we'll be able to assist you building it. Having fee templates, even at the corporate level, will speed you up so quickly creating an EDGE report, and you're going to have more accuracy doing so. So you have the fee templates and the product templates as well. So now what I want to do is move from the EDGE account. You were able to see the areas we're talking about on the EDGE report. This is how the individual account accesses it. If on the administration side you haven't made any changes to ECMS, letting you know this is all your individual LOs can go in there and make these modifications. So let's go into our EDGE client management system. This tool will allow the corporate level to go ahead and provide consistency to all the reports. Let me go ahead and log into here. And for any of those who are on an individual account, if you want your company to be able to have more information about accessing the EDGE Client Management tool, again, email us at support and we'll be able to assist you and provide an outreach to them. So now in the home screen of our EDGE Client Management system, which we also call ECMS, you'll be able to create the different LOs, set up their account for them. So you have the option to control the email address here. You'll have the first name, last name, and the display name. You'll see all 5 fields are the minimum amount of fields that you have to create or have to fill out for an account. But the more you fill out, the more the loan officer's account, the individual account will have when they go in to create a report. So again, you can control all this information. Here's the licensing field. If for some reason you wanted that licensing next to your name, you could go ahead and put it right next to the display name here. And then that's how it will display on the report. So again, if on the ECMS, if you want more detailed information, haven't had a walkthrough, please reach out to us through support. We'll go through this individually and really be able to show you how you can create all these different elements. So we also have an area where you can assign different locations, be able to help for one, defaulting the address, as well as for billing purposes. So then I want to point out at the very base a couple buttons we have here. We have an export button. When you press the export button, it will go ahead and provide you a list of everyone on the account as well as the location. So you'll be able to do a sorting for billing or just be able to see who's active in EDGE. The other item we have I want to point out is a report history, and this is great for auditing purposes. So if you haven't done so, get into your ECMS account. Those who are on an enterprise account, you do have access. If you don't, again, reach out to us. We'll be able to assist you with it. But the report history would be able to allow you to pull all the EDGE reports of that LO for any kind of internal or external audits you may have. And when doing so, I have already prepared a report, pulled it. This is my account. And what you'll be able to see is you can see that I've created this report quite some time ago. But you'll be able to see that I have 2 changes. So anytime we go into a report, make any kind of changes, we do capture that as a history for you. So you'll be able to review it and be able to see what is actually being sent out to the borrower. So we show who's the report, the name of the person on the report. Is it client or partner facing? The type of report, is it a total cost analysis or a seller buy down, rent versus own? And then the link itself to the report where you could go ahead and click on that link and it will open up into the EDGE account so you'll be able to see exactly what went out. So we do have that process there for you to be able to do any kind of audits. That's through the report history button, and again, if you need more information on it, just contact us. We'll be able to assist you with it. We also have the control. If you need to deactivate anyone, there's a red button in the lower right hand side to be able to do so. So that's our home screen, and now let's move to the settings to show other control features that you would be able to have access to. We do have a locations tab here where you can create as many locations or cost centers that you have, and you'll be able to create that, default the branch address here, and anytime when you set up a loan officer, that information would default for you, again speeding up time. If for some reason, if you're on an enterprise account, maybe you have a new branch, you have quite a few people to set up, contact us. We do have an upload. We'd be able to assist you with it, save you a little bit of time. So beware of that. Lower section here on the lower right-hand side, we have areas to build branch fee templates. I'm going to discuss fee templates a little bit more in our corporate level fee template tab, but just to make you aware, we do have the branch location as well. Moving on, I'm going to touch the fee template screen. You can build as many fee templates for your loan officers. Name it anything. You can also control it by state, have state testing, and build out those templates. And again, the more on the enterprise account level, the more you build out, more accuracy you're going to have on the report. And again, it will make it so much easier for that loan officer to create that EDGE report because you provided them the templates to be able to do so. If you want more information, we do have a video tutorial on how to create fee templates, or again, contact support at mortgagecoach.com will assist you. But as you go through this process, we do have a copy function, makes it quick. Once you create one template, it just moves on, and it's really easy to create all the rest of them. Product templates. I have one here to be able to show it as an example, is an FHA product template. Again, you want to be able to build these out because, again, with these templates, even on the individual account, you can create these as well. You'll be able to identify the name of the template, down payment. You know, I do have the title at 3.5%, so we'll fill that in. Yes, it is an FHA. I put in the term. This case, I'm quoting 15 days per diem interest. I moved down. My upfront MI amount has been defaulted for me. And then if I click on my monthly cost screen, I'm able to default that mortgage insurance as well. So I make sure that they're getting the FHA MI that is needed with the declining balance. So again, having this defaulted takes out all the guesswork. The loan officers just need to go ahead, pull down that template, and they're done. They don't have to worry about that. We also have an area. You could also default hazard insurance and property tax if you like. So you'd be able to do those items. Again, the more you default, the quicker and more accuracy it's going to be when the loan officer creates the report. Moving down below the upfront MIP amount, we also have an area where you now can go ahead and place the reserve number of months as well as collecting 12 months premium. So if you're building a purchase template and you always know you want them to collect that 12 months premium plus 2 months of hazard, you would just go ahead and place that in the default. If you know the reserves, you could go ahead and do that. But they do have these fields in EDGE where they're able to go ahead and place that number as well. So it makes it rather quick calculating those reserves. Lastly, we have our closing cost details. You can also take fee templates, tie it to your product templates. Again, accuracy as well as speed. So to be able to do that, you just pull up your fee templates. If you have one created, you go ahead, place it down, select it, and apply it to your template. So these are all items we would be able to help you with. We do have video tutorials, but if you're on an enterprise account, please reach out to us and we'll go ahead and provide that training. If you do construction loans, we do have availability to provide the construction calculation for the construction to perm loans. So you'll be able to identify the length of the period as well as the rate for the period and default that for your construction to perm loans. If you want more information, again, email us at support and we'll be able to help you out with that. So that's a quick just go over for product templates as well as fee templates. You know, we can go into it more detail, but this is just an overview for compliance purposes. Now moving over to the EDGE report settings. This is where on the enterprise account you can control all those features I showed you on the report. So you can see I have my logo placed here as well as being locked down. If you move to the right, you have the options of which type of equal housing lender logo you would like. You can lock that down as well. You'll see next we have the disclaimer text. You'll see we have the 4 tabs for the TCA, rent versus own, seller buy down, and open house flyer. So this is the text that will appear at the base of the report, and we have the button for the extended disclaimer, so you can add any kind of branch text in this area as well. So this is how you'll be able to control those two areas, and you'll notice that we do have a lock, so you can lock that, and you'll know that the consistency on all your reports for your company will have the same disclaimer language. We also have that sidebar note area in here, so if you want to modify those areas in the More Info button, you could place your text in here. We do have it where they can add additional text if they want to put a little note to the consumer. So we have a no lock, lock, or default it but still allow them editing. So we do have that option in there again for their sidebar notes. Lastly on this screen, we come to our payment note default. This is where we have that taxes, insurance are included. These are estimates only and subject to change. This is where you can control your text. So you would place it in here, and then you can lock it if you choose to. We have a couple different ways of doing this. Again, as you're going through the admin account, need some assistance with this, just reach out to support. We can help you with that. Now moving lastly to our security settings. This is the area where you can actually lock certain items. We have an export button that's in Edge that you can lock if you choose to, but we don't have any secure data. The only export, the contact information only carries over, so it's up to your company what you would like to do. We have the option to be able to hide the partner reports. Delete button. I encourage you to remove the delete button within Edge, and the reason for that is just to be able to keep that history. If you need any type of audits, internal audits, you want to make sure you have all the reports. So you do have the option to remove that delete button. Same with the click the call button. And this is also, I encourage, is to lock down the email address. So if there's an email change, it needs to come through the administrator first to confirm that that is the email address you would like on the report. Same with your licensing information, we have that. Lastly, we have locking prepaid interest, and if you're working with an API, we do have an Encompass integration. So if you're not working with that and want more information, contact us and we'll be able to assist you with that. So those are all the different compliance pieces for the Edge report to be able to control either through your Edge account as well as through the administration portal for the enterprise accounts. So at this point, if anyone has any type of questions, please go ahead and place them in the chat box. And otherwise, we're going to be wrapping up this call. But I encourage you, get into your Edge account, go into your settings, make those updates, reach out to your marketing or compliance department, find out what they would like to see at the base of that report. And if they want to talk to us further, have them contact us and we'll be able to provide them more information about how to be able to control these areas for you. But definitely do it. Work out with your report. Create those feed templates. It's going to go make it go through Edge a lot quicker, and your report will be up to compliance and placing that quote date as well. So thank you for attending. I don't see any questions, so we're going to wrap this call up. Thank you again. I enjoyed it. If you have any questions, email us at support@mortgagecoach.com, and we'll be looking forward to you on next Wednesday's call. Thank you.